is recording. Alright. So, a moment, I guess. Or of terribly stupidity. A few weeks ago, like 3 or 4, I had actually lost one of my paychecks. I don't do direct deposit for several reasons, one of which is I'm too lazy to go to the bank. But I had misplaced one of my... I had recently... Well, had to reset my password and all that. But... I now have, the Wells Fargo mobile app on my phone. And so now I don't even have to leave my bed. I can just deposit my paychecks after work. Anyway. Before I had accidentally, like, oh shit, maybe my work could give me a new copy of it, since I didn't deposit it or anything. Because I lost it. I put on a pair of sweatpants that have been lying on the floor for, like, a while at my mom's house. And I found it in my pocket. So now I'm just looking for a pen, which shouldn't be too hard because I'm in the crafting room right now recording all this. Gilbert's down here. Cass and Athena are here. You can probably hear Cass chirping away. Athena doesn't make much noise. Gilbert doesn't make noise unless she wants something. She'll just let a thump when she's angry. Rabbit things. So yeah, I'm pretty stupid. I gotta run upstairs for a pen. Alright, little story time. Oh shit, I forgot to do an intro. Hey guys, welcome back to, I keep forgetting what I called this channel. Screw it. Welcome back to Loaf Hours UA edition, I guess. We're making D&D character. The same damn character. But, yes, there it is. That $308.34 for a 33-hour week, which is odd because normally I get like 280. Anyway, so I was in the bathroom, taking a hearty dump or whatever. Probably shouldn't share these things online. Anyway, so I was in the bathroom, as we all do. And the AC kicks on. Now this wouldn't be a problem if I wasn't already cold, or the fact that the vent was right there at the foot of the toilet seat. I'm staring at the vent on the ground. It's blowing cold air onto my naked legs, and I'm just like, oh god, shorts ain't gonna be enough. I need sweatpants. I'm like, oh, I'll put on my dirty work pants, which I still need to throw into the laundry. But eventually I run into my room, and I grab my pants. I'm like, no, screw this. And I go for my sweatpants, and I'm like, oh, hey, what's this in the pocket? And I found a button that had fallen off, which is like a reference to, like, Monster Factory, the final Pam and everything, where he's just like, there is a field with 30 ghost boys. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, what's in the other pocket? And then I found my lost paycheck. So I'm quickly trying to write down stuff on it. Because I'm a broke college student. And this is my blood money right now. Anyway, I decided to go with Life Cleric. decided to go with Life Cleric for this one. Fuck, I forgot to grab my book. Yeah, it's up. I don't want to stop the recording again, but I don't want to have, like, that long pause. Is there a way I can, like, pause it, actually? Let's see, can I edit? No, file is seen. Help, I wonder if I could just, like... No, that did nothing. Alright, I guess running back upstairs it is. In all honesty, that probably would have been a lot quicker if I didn't have, like, 4 giant bags of fluff in my room. It's, like, bags of pillow stuffing that you can get from, like, you know, Joann's or whatever. I bought them because, my girlfriend... I'm out of breath. I am out of shape. So, anyway, my girlfriend and I were planning of doing a hot dog cosplay. You know, because we found on Tumblr this one artist. They had made, like, little human versions of the characters. They were like, hey, let's go as Pam and Maisie. And basically, the way that she drew the jacket for Pam, the bun jacket, bun fabric that we need to still buy, you know, it just looks like it's, you know, kind of like a pillow, really. Just a pillow jacket. And so, pretty much, like, alright, we're going to make, like, little chambers and pockets full of fluff so that it doesn't, you know, all sink to the bottom. And that's why we got 4 bags, because honestly we didn't know how much we needed. It was a good deal on the fluff. So, we just bought 4 bags, because we actually are going to need a lot if that entire thing's... It's pretty much just like 3 body pillows strapped to my body, with armholes. So, yeah, it's short and simple. We got 4 bags of fluff. I had accidentally popped 2 open. More or less, I had popped one on accident open when I was trying to hold all 4 of them. And then right when we get to the checkout, I try and go pick one up to bring it to, because we crammed 4 of these into, like, a small cart. And so, I tried picking it up only to accidentally just rip it open. I just opened the top right in front of the cashier lady. I'm like, dang it, I'm so sorry. And they're just like, no, it's fine, I don't care. And so, sorry, there's dust on my keyboard. And, yeah. I'm sitting down here with, like, the fabric that I was going to have to, like, paint on cheetah patterns. And I'm like, you might think that's kind of a waste of time. Well, the Dionysus cosplay isn't going to be for, like, a while, so I got time. And by a while, I mean, I don't even plan on wearing it for, like, 2-3 years, because I already have this year's cosplays lined up. Anyway, so... yeah, 4 bags of fluff in my room. Because the way this artist had drawn Pam, it looked like it was kind of like a fur jacket, but with poof. And I do have some fur jackets from my grandmother, or from my grandma. From my grandma and grandpa. You know, and they're at Dad's house in the... I have no idea where he put them. Regardless, I cannot bring myself to wear actual fur. Or leather, for that matter. I can't. Anyway. So, we do find good fabric, but it's like $14 a yard at that point. And we're just like, we don't even know how much it's gonna take, so we got some scratch fabric, so we're gonna quickly stitch together the padding and all that before we, get the... Anyway, so this artist, we're just like, ooh, and I'm like, Acacia, messenger, see if we can, cosplay her characters, or, well, see if we could cosplay how she draws the characters. And so Acacia does drop the message like, hey, me and my girlfriend, we're, gonna cosplay the hot doggo, we love your art style, can we basically cosplay your drawings of them? And ours like, yeah, on one condition. And of course, the one condition is that you show her, or that we show her, or them, I have no idea what they are. It's like, yeah, just show me when you guys are done with them. And so we're really excited. We got the artist go ahead and everything, so so we're actually really, really excited to my book has all these sticky tabs in them. That's spellcasting. Take me to the yellow tab. That's... Nope. No! Orange tab was for important. Yeah. Yellow tabs were generic things like stores and all that. Alright. Anyway, background. I know, apocryphy. Acolyte's, like, common for, like, the clerics and all that. Initially, when we were, like, redoing Annihilus, or when Sean was helping me, like, redo Annihilus, because at that point we had, like, experience under ourselves, and we were, like, kind of messing the characters around. He's like, hey, why not be a hermit? I'm like, okay. So, that was good. Overtime, double time. Shift preem. I don't know what that means. Federal WH. Damn. Social Security. Medicare. I have no idea what that is. Minnesota State. WH. Total taxes. $1,271.65. Alright. Anyway, let's see. Oh, I had actually already rolled the numbers, but I kind of forgot exactly what order. Also, I didn't have a character sheet on me at the time, let alone a pencil or a pen of anything. So, alright, I also gotta look through the book. I completely forgot what I was doing. Okay, persuasion, that's easy enough. Like, I definitely want the persuasion from the cleric. Now, medicine would definitely be a boon because I'm a life cleric. Yeah, this is Curse of Strahd. Lots of vampires and undead and all that. But I believe, like, religion, I could have kind of a lot of fun with that. Like, oh, well, didn't you know? Like, just start spreading lies. That might be a persuasion roll. Actually. But then, like, oh, didn't you know? Actually, Odin was, like, bone everything, even though that'd probably be something Zeus would say. God, one night stands, really, am I right? Anyway, so I'm just like, oh shit, what is that? What's on page 295? What's bookmarking that? Oh shit, that's my junior prom photo. I actually took someone from I had met at, like, like the weekly training. I don't know, guys, I kind of forgot everything. I'm thinking, how is that? I signed up for the National Guard in 10th grade. No, I signed up for the National Guard in 11th grade, but I eventually got medically discharged. Well, not medically discharged. I got discharged. It was, I don't know what it was called. It was generic discharge. Because I had actually withheld some of my, I guess, disabilities? Or, well, some of my conditions I had withheld. Because I really wanted to go. Then someone must have tipped someone else off. They looked into files or whatever. I don't really remember what happened. But yeah, junior prom. I had actually taken one of my friends I had met there. I had taken Jacob. Or, well, oh no, I can't say the last name now. I already got his first name. He was a good guy. Good friend. Him and Lane. They were good guys. Good friends. Anyway, junior prom. My hair was so short. Like, I had done it well. I had like a little flower crown, and my sister was like, no, take it out. I want to try something. I'm like, okay. And then I could never get my hair back into place. But I had fun. I really liked that dress. I really did. Senior prom, though, I cosplayed as Princess Peach. So that was a lot of fun. You know, I'm like, oh, prom, senior prom, I really want to cosplay. And then I ended up going as Princess Peach. I probably told this story, but for once I knew what it was like to be popular. Instead of, like, the few pity claps from parents, you know, like, you know, as you do. You know, some parents, you know, take pity and, you know, clap out of respect or whatever. No. Matt goes up from, like, as, like, Mario from Super Mario, like, the tux, red gleaming tux, blue pants, his hat and everything. I had accidentally left my crown in the car. But, you know, people are, like, confused. You know, Mr. Rognus and Boren, I think he was our principal? I think he might have been disciplinary guy. But they're just like, oh. And then I walk up, Princess Peach, like full attire, dress, wig. I had actually made the corsage myself, so I could have like a little piranha plant. So I had made a little piranha plant out of paper mache and a balloon. Yeah, it was really cute. You know, but I walk on, full applause, like full fucking applause. People were standing, clapping, cheering. Like, I had known, in those few seconds, during, like, that grand march, I had known what it was like to be popular for once. To have everyone just, like, it was the best fucking feeling in the world. You know, as a pretty unpopular kid, bullied pretty much constantly, it was fantastic. I'm not saying, like, everyone in my grade bullied me. No, there were, like, a few. And then a few who had done it in the past. It was primarily this douchebag named Todd on my bus, really, that was making life a living hell. Because, like, school, I could get through school. I could get through anything there. But when it came to the bus ride home, I always dreaded it because I knew Todd would be there, and he was just a stupid son of a bitch. Like, for once I remember Madison, like, breaking down in tears on the bus. I wasn't there because I want to say math league maybe, or maybe robotics. But, you know, Madison had broken down. Todd had actually comforted her, you know. I was like, hey, what's wrong? You okay? You know, but aside from that, Todd was a son of a bitch. God, like, I shouldn't say this because it's going online and, you know, like, oh, death threats are very serious in this day and age of terror that we grew up in. You know, but yeah, I would love nothing more than to just, like, skin Todd with a potato peeler, you know, crack the bones in his legs apart with, you know, with a crowbar. You know, I would love nothing more than to just fucking just mangle Todd and Blake. But you know. I remember actually from elementary school, Todd, his sister was a good gal. I remember because our bus driver Marnie, I love Marnie. She was always there since elementary to high school all the way through. At one point in elementary school, she had actually banned electronic devices on the bus. So no Game Boys, no DSs, because DSs were the hot new thing. But she couldn't deal with the noise. You know, because we are normally a quiet bunch. And so pretty much everyone was like, hey, could we bring Tamagotchis? And then she's like, yeah, sure, I don't care. And so pretty much I believe it was like our bus K, that had actually like brought Tamagotchis back to our elementary school, because like we started bringing Tamagotchis on, you know, connecting on the bus and all that. And you know, eventually everyone else in that school started bringing their Tamagotchis. It was all we'd do during like free time, recess, you know, play with the Tamagotchis and everything. But anyway, back to this. Todd's sister, she was a sweetheart. I remember every so often she would like trade me things for like leftover snacks I had. Like eventually I started bringing like extra snacks for her because, you know, she was always hungry on the way home. You know, and I'd give her like a bag of pretzels or some Cheez-Its. She'd give me like a few colorful erasers that were like shaped like things, or you know, like little gizmos and gadgets. You know, they were real simple because I was a child. Yeah, she was always a sweetheart. So like I look back and I'm like, gee, how could someone that great have an asshole of a brother like that? Anyway. Alright, back to... Because, like, I'm probably like, oh, can I, like, try and persuade him differently? And, you know, obviously it said the word persuade, so it's gotta be persuasion, but... I don't want to look at Curse of Strahd again. I never really read it in depth, I was just, like, skimming through the book. And I feel like if I were to go through it, I'd be kinda cheating. Yeah, I remember some major things, like in that church or in that tiny house with the screams and thuds knocking coming from the basement. That's the dude's son that was turned into a vampire fledgling. Like, things like that stick out, or like, don't take just the bride off of the rotting cake. You gotta either take them both or leave them. Otherwise, bad shit's coming for you. I feel like if I go back and look, like, oh, how should I, you know, make this build? But again, that's kind of the joy of, you know, going into a game blind, which is why I don't want to go in, look at the book, because I kind of want to go in blind from all the stuff I forgot, because that's just what makes it even more fun. I'll probably just do medicine, or I could just wait to do those after. I already did the rolls at the house because I had brought my dice. Okay, so it was the orange tabs past the... Alright, cleric. Quick build. Ow. That genuinely hurt. I already wrote down my rolls. Because it was... Anyway, so we were meeting at Nick's house. You know, session 0. Tom, our DM, you know. Cool guy. Cool guy. I feel like, though, I'd consider him even more a friend if I hadn't met him at work first. He's not bad, but he's not exactly the best of workers either. Anyway, but I had fun. I met his wife. She's a good gal. Eventually, though. But, you know, they had, like, 3 cats. They had Peanut, Olaf, and then Disco. They didn't really like Disco because he was, like, a troublemaker. He is an attention seeker, and you know what? Disco was such a sweet boy. Like, Disco was such a sweetie. I loved him. They're like, hey, you want him? You can have him. I'm like, I might take you up on that offer. Disco was a real sweetie. Alright. So I can cross out the 16. Next highest number is 15 that I rolled. strength or constitution? Well, I got 15 and 14. Question is, let's see. Well, what's constitution going to? Not in there. I forgot what constitution affects. Hit points. But I kind of want to make strength 15. And then again, I could, because I could just buff that up to 16 next when we level or whatever. What happens whenever. But I do like health, but then again, it's going to be the exact same thing. So I'll make Constitution 15 and Strength 14, actually. Because that way, when we do, I could just, like, throw it into Con and get more health. I got a 13, 11, and a 10. Charisma definitely wants it at 13. Because I'm gonna be a sloot. Intelligence 11. Dexterity 10. Which is kind of upsetting. Because I gotta be filthy because I water. I gotta be smart because I just gotta be smart. But that's how the numbers were. Actually, I wonder if I could just knock that down to 14 so I could add... I know it's probably not how it works, but I'm gonna fib a bit. Because I want that +1 intelligence. At the very least. Swim? Wait, what? Oh yeah, I guess it's true. Now I'll do total average. Let's see. Oh, okay, I will actually have a shield. I forgot, was it 2? I can't remember. Let's see. Mace or a warhammer? Should be proficient since I'm a life cleric. Forgot if warhammers were versatile. I can check. Oh, I kind of want to do a pike. Chainmail. Nice. Because I know they're proficient in heavy armors. This is just gonna be a lot of blank and me rolling back and forth. I mean, chainmail. That's kind of... There's a chain shirt. There's chainmail. I am proficient. I can check. I mean, if it's versatile or not. I'll just pull up a mace so I can compare it. Loading. Okay. Actually, I forgot to put my piercings in. Versatile 1d10. Alright. It's 1d8, but it's plus 2 maces 1d6. I might just get the Warhammer. Oh wait, hold on. And then it was a light crossbow. Alright. Or a simple weapon. I mean, I don't know if this guy's gonna count arrows. I don't know if he's gonna count arrows or roughly like, alright, you can shoot as many arrows, just make sure like you say you're picking them up. I don't know how this guy is, so. I mean, who knows? I might just break the bow. Oh, it's a crossbow. Okay. I was gonna say break the bow, turn them into nunchucks or like a fiber wire or whatever it's called. It's a crossbow. I don't know if he's gonna count. Actually, I could probably just ask Nick. Question: do you know if Tim will count bolts? Wait, I'm silent banking. Was it Tim or Tom? Shit. I already forgot the DM's name. Why is there a patch of this? Why do clothing do that? I really gotta start keeping try. It's only 5:53. I'm already exhausted.
What made you break up with the person you thought?
Shit. I should at least start looking at simple weapons just in case. Yellow tab. Let's call it shield. Yeah, I'm gonna have disadvantage on dex saving throws because of heavy armor, aren't I? Again, I don't know how Tim or Tom DMs, so I don't know what he's going to count, what he is or isn't. If he's gonna do disadvantage for the heavy armor, if he's gonna make me count bolts or not. Alright, so Tom... Thank you. I mean, it was Tom, might, he's like, Nick says Tom might count bolts, but again, I'm thinking back to, okay, if he does count, I'm probably gonna be able to, at least diligently, relatively speaking, be able to, like, stay on top of that. Besides, nothing's more badass than taking out a vampire with your crossbow. Then again, I kind of want to check to see. It says prof. Does it not? Wait, what? I gotta check on that, actually. Actually, I could just check Annihilus. I think he had a mace. Okay, let's see. Simple weapons. It said any simple weapon, so I might actually get a short bow. Two-handed. Well, let's see. I could use a sickle. Well, I could do a spear. Well, it's 1d6 piercing. And it's a throne. Can I just, like, stab a guy? Screw it, Mason light bow it will be. Let's see, crossbow light. Light crossbow. Alright. Oh yeah. Alright. And I might go with... I mean, this is Curse of Straw, we're gonna be dealing with a lot of, like, undead or whatever. So, this stuff. Oof. He said not really to worry about, like, the personality traits, the ideals, bonds, and flaws, but, you know, we can if we want. Add equipment, pack. Yeah, to the left column, that's where it's going to be. Explorers or priest? I'll just go with priest. Worst case, if I get into a bit of hot water, hot me, I can just like quickly throw on my vestments and be all like, oh, but I am but a simple priest. I am but a simple cleric. I don't know what could possibly be happening. And then add equipment. To left column. Now let's see. Gear? Holy symbols. Yeah, sure, we'll go with an emblem, actually. And move down. Okay. I might throw in Lord Alliance because of all that, but Emerald Zentharium, I haven't really played a truly, I guess, an evil character. They're like, hey, should we do an evil build? Oh, we don't know. Okay. Harpers are generic magic guys. Emerald Enclave are the hippies. Lord's Alliance are the preps, or the Gauntlet are the jocks. Zentharium is like teachers. I don't know. The principal pulling the string. Actually, our principal is pretty chill. As far as I know. Actually, that might have been the vice principal. I don't know who the principal is. I don't think I've ever actually seen the principal. I mean, my mind's telling me Lord Alliance because, you know, noble and all that shit. Technically kind of a noble, but at the same time, my heart's telling me to go with Harpers. No, I don't think I can actually put that. I'm keeping it like that. Reach adulthood in their late teens, live to 120 years. So we'll just call her 26. Oh gee, I left my dice upstairs. Alrighty then. Time to go. Oh, it's cold. Another journey. Whirlwind adventure. Like, I'm actually really excited. I know it's sort of like a, hey, D&D players collect dice. And you know what? Sure, why not? I love collecting dice. Like, I got my very first set, which were blue. Like, I can still tell you in order how I got them. I'd actually gotten a yellow set from my friend August. Primarily because he didn't really like it. You know, he gave me a yellow set. I mostly bought, like, D20s because, hey, they're pretty. But, like, I have, like, this I like to call it the toddler tumbler. It's pretty much this giant... this giant, D20 that's, like, roughly half the size of my... Well, like, 3/4 the size of my fist. But, I also got, like, a few mini sets, like, I'm talking, like, the D6 is roughly, like, the size of my thumbnail. Some D20s with smaller D20s inside. But I had gotten this really pretty, set from my sister for Christmas. I like to call it an elven set. I think it was an elven set, it said on the box, but I'm not too sure. But my sister had gotten it for me, I want to say for Christmas, might have been my birthday. And I got like one of those sideways D10s, which I like. I got one for me, and then I got one for Becca. But the set's really pretty that my sister got me. But I'd actually also recently, I might have said this before, recently just got like my first set of metal dice. Let me tell you, the D4 is sharp. Like, it is sharp. It's really pretty. It's my first metal set. You know, I'm really excited. And like underneath the styrofoam and everything, there's like a little mini map, which honestly I feel like I've seen before. Shit. Like, it says cartography by Dice and Logos, but it looks very similar to a picture I had seen. I don't think it was like when we were fighting Guh or something. Not that at all, but like, I remember because like it was a long hallway like that, and like at the front there was like a queen cobalt, or a cobalt queen. She had like shelves of like potions and whatnot on the side of her. You know, and they're like little paths and whatnot sneaking off to the side. I don't think it is, because like there's a picture of a coffin in like a hidden room or something, maybe. I mean, it might be, because like there's war between the kobolds and like, I want to say goblins, and there was like Meeple. Because I remember we were like tracking down like a little white dragon, like Wyrmling. Keep on calling it Wormling. Wyrmling. You know, for this dude. I want to say Meeple. Or maybe Meeple was just another stray kobold that just wanted to come along with us. Meepo is a good guy. Good little kobold. He was in awe of, like, August's character because he was a white dragonborn. Anyway. But the map looks really familiar to that. I can't say for certain it is. It might just be a random map, but I feel like it's that. Because, like, there's a little, like, hallway on the south of the picture. And, like, oh, that's like, the prison cells that we were being held in. You know. You know, I the jail cells that we were held in that I just, as a nihilist, I'm pretty sure it was as a nihilist, pretty much just, like, broke free of, ripping my arms out of the chains, ripping them right off the wall, while our barbarian was struggling to actually, with his modifiers, was actually struggling to get out of. But, yeah. Anyway, I might include a picture of the dice set my sister got, because I really love them. And I think she knows, because, like, I'm using them constantly. Anyway. Hair. Swamp. Eyes. Goldfish. Why Genasi's don't have eyes, they have fish. Golden. Skin. I don't know, spring. Oh shit, that's what I need. Alright, time to just... There's the D10. God, they're so fucking sharp. First time rolling metal set of dice. It's gonna be experience because it's heavy. Heavier than what I'm used to. Okay, 9 and a 5. 9 to 5. Jolly. Is it weight? Times 2d4. That one's so sharp. It's gonna like slice open my hand as I just try and roll it. So so times 14. 6 times 14. I'm blanking right now. I do not want to do math. I don't want to go into and open up the calculator though. I don't want to open the calculator. 8, 12, 42, so 84. 84 plus 110, 194. Alright. Can I just say ounces? Think I could say that? I could do that for height. So, that'd be... I know Ox. I know that is not at all correct, but think of how funny it is. Actually, I might just go with ounces on here for the weight, because that's a funny joke. I find it funny. Actually, I could probably just, like, pounds to liters. That'd be kind of fun. It feels good, rolling these heavy dice. It feels good, feels powerful. My Elven set. Like, I'm looking at my typewriter. I wanted a typewriter for so long, but I also got to repair it, and it's like, oh, take it apart, and I'm like, I am not taking it apart. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm searching. It's an Underwood. What is it, number 5? Yeah, Underwood number 5. And like, I found a place that, like, you know, is like I think mom and dad store or whatever, and they, you know, family run and all that, and they like repair typewriters and all that. But I think it's like a state away. I don't know. It's like, hey, call or text us. We can help answer questions, and I was too afraid to even text. You know. But anyway, what was I thinking of? I completely forgot what I was doing. Go on me. That's normal, though. Oh yeah. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna search online everywhere I can. I found a tutorial, but the dude, it's like still being updated, and the dude was like, take it all apart, and I'm like, oh god, no, I'm not taking it apart, because I know if I do, I'm never gonna be able to get it back together, and I'm gonna be devastated, because I've wanted a typewriter for a long, long time, and if I take it apart, and don't know how to put it back together, I'm gonna be absolutely devastated. Primarily, I just gotta, like, reattach not the ribbon, but it's like a cord that, like, keeps the typewriter moving. It's snapped, and I don't know where to reattach it, so I just gotta figure out that, and then probably get, like, some compressed air in a can or whatever, and just, like, dust the thing. and then like re-ink the ribbon. But other than that, like I'd like to do a full cleaning of it, but I just don't know how. Like I'll be happy if I get it to work. Yeah, Faith. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Alright. I forgot, is this picture of Sai? No, that one's in black and white. So your average, oh yeah, Sai's background. That was your average flower genasi, of course. Oh joy. That was your average flower genasi. I traveled with a small group of entertainers. Yeah, because I'm like, hey, let's base her off of Esmeralda. You know, that slut Esmeralda with the dark feathers. With the dark feathers. Until I had come across the town of Boracay, where I had used my charming skills to locate and become rather familiar with the ruling family there. I had plans to swindle them out of every coin they had, which was made much easier when the father of the family, Ark, had offered me a place with them as their advisor. However, I don't think I knew what advisor was. I still don't like. I like Jafar. Maybe like overlooking and helping with important decisions or whatever. Now I'm thinking now like, oh, that would not be popular. You just see this random person off the streets and like, hey, want to help me make important decisions for the rest of our lives? I'm like, that would not fly. And then I'm like, hey, flashback to that one episode of Oron. Because I'm still waiting for season 2 where, like, the twins were like, oh, which one of us is secret? And then the maid who stole from them was like, I don't, you know, she's like, damn it, like, breaking into the safe. And they're like, what are you doing? And then she's like, oh, people will never be able to tell you guys apart. And they're just like, oh. And then she stole from the safe and just fled into the night. I had, like, a moment of inspiration in there. Also, speaking of which, can I just say, like, Fruits Basket, it's getting reanimated, and I don't know how to feel. Like, it looks a lot cleaner, but I don't know. Toru just always looked weird. Both in the previous one, like, she looked just a little too blocky, but in the new one, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just used to the blocky one. But I'm really excited for Fruits Basket to be reanimated. You know, maybe they'll actually go over, like, more plot points from the book, because there's a lot of them. You know, like, instead of just, like, oh, first day of school, they found out she's living in a tent. She moved in. She found out their secrets. Cowboy, which I'm... Haru. And then Kisa. Oh yeah, Kyo's true form. The end. And I'm like, oh. Come on, I want pictures where angry horse girl runs into the forest and transforms. I want Akito pretty much beating the crap out of everyone, and then eventually coming to light that, oh shit, Akito's a girl. Oh, spoilers. It's just like that, oh shit, Akito's female. And Kyo being like, yeah, I'm God. I'm the closest thing to these fuckers are ever gonna get to God. And then, you know. Like, I'm really excited for, like, this reanimation. You know, I'm excited to see what Momiji looks like. Oh my god! I'm looking down and it's Discord. Like, on the appearance, I just have my Discord information, my email and my password. I had reset my password for Discord a few days ago because I could not for the life of me remember what it was. And it was here this entire fucking time. I'm kind of angry. Okay, I just realized, like, looking at the art, the character portraits, like, normally, like, I have, like, this little, pretty much near kind of stick figure, block figure sort of drawing. Yeah, I did it because, you know, as I say, art's too hard. I can go into detail, but that takes so much effort, it's not worth it. And I remember some of my friends like, "Oh, cool, how can you teach me how to draw like that?" And I did like these little inserts like, "Don't use a pencil. It's just all pen, one stroke, whatever. How to art good because detail is for how to not art so hard because detail is for chumps," is what I called it. And then I actually started doing legs instead of just like stick legs, and arms instead of stick arms. But yeah, still, low level amount of detail. Because a lot of detail just gets too complex. Like, I've drawn... I could probably just, like, show a few photos later in, like, some other video about, like, when I'm, like, trying to copy a character. Like, Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. You know, it's pretty low res. Like, the outfit... Like, his armor has the bare minimum... Has, like, the Freddy Bear minimum. Because, again, a lot of detail. That's a lot of detail. I don't want to do. Also because it would get complicated and messy. And also, they don't have the appendages for some of these things. Because I gave them noodle arms. Alright, back to Sai. However, as I was looting the safes, I was caught by the young Aaron's son, an air genasi named Whirl. I attempted to charm my way out of it, but somehow he was not swayed. However, what he saw in me, I still don't know. He had ignored my attempted theft and taught me how to effectively crack safes. Why he would know that? Beyond me, but you know what? It works. Alas. Alas. Alas, when the night came for my group to leave, I was unable to join them. Though my soul yearned for the life of deceit and trickery I had been born into, something in my heart kept me at the Galeforge family. Abandoned, I had continued my life as a family advisor. Whirl was surprised by my appearance in the morning, for when he pulled me aside, he had told me that he was certain I would have robbed them and left. I wish he was right at the time. I wish he was right. At the time. Years in, when Whirl had came of age to take over the family, he had refused every maiden that appeared before him. He had wanted a woman who was intelligent in not just everyday applications, but to be knowledgeable in the more finer details of life, the dirty skills of the unruled criminals. He wanted someone who had been at his side through it all, who knew he would never leave, someone who grew alongside him, engaged in his childish games with him. He wanted me. Oh my. I don't know why, but I'm suddenly thinking back to, like, the Oblivion, quote opening. Yeah, because it was right there in the jail cell. I thought it was somewhere deep in the tunnels for some reason, but no, it was right there in the jail cell. When Uriel stepped on, he's just like, you're the one from my dreams. Like, the first time I played through, he's like, you're the one from my dreams. I could not help myself from being like, yeah, you're the one from my dreams. Just like, yeah, you're the one from my dreams too. Like, without hesitation. You're the one from my dreams too. My sister just like whirls around. She's like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh shit. And she's like, yeah, at this raggedy asshole. I'm like, shut up. It's just like, and then I was playing through with my friends again. Well, more or less I was letting my friend make their own play. And so it's like, you're the one from my dreams. And like, we had tried to make just this butt ugly character, which was pretty easy. Like, oh man. This butt ugly character, and then, he's like, you're the one from my dreams. And then I'm like, listen, buddy, I just woke up in some random cell for some unknown reasons. Alright, I'm gonna need more convincing than just some guy coming up to me saying I'm the one from his dreams. Alright, sweetie? Like, buy me a drink first. My friend couldn't even get out of the cell. They were fucking shaking. They were just laughing. It was just so unexpected because I'd been primarily quiet up to that point. Okay. We were wet in the fall. The warm breeze singing through the air, and colorful leaves blanketed the ground. It was then I had looked back on my life, and my parents' life, and their parents. I had wished to not waste this blessing. What, the blessing of life? Or this chance opportunity? I don't know. I had wished not to not waste this blessing. I was determined to make something of myself, not for myself, but for my husband. But for my husband. Oof. Not just for myself, but my husband, and my parents, and grandparents, and all my ancestors before. And then there's an empty line, and then it was an autumn day. It was just a simple autumn day, warmed by the sun. Alright, no. I completely misread that. Alright, hold up. I swear I'm sober, and I got, like, probably 8 hours of sleep. Probably not, considering I had to wake up early because my mom called. I was like, oh yeah, the air conditioner pipe guy is coming today and need you to let him in because I'm at work. I'm like, oh god. It was an autumn day. It was just a beautiful autumn day. The warmth of the hearth on the wind, and the colors of 1,000 flames painted in the leaves. It was an autumn day when my world fell apart. I was in the nursery when they came, the dragon cultists. They took him, they took my husband, they took Whirl. I couldn't do anything. They had ambushed us and restrained me before I could do so much as breathe. They took him. They killed him! Oh, fuck, did I kill off my character? I killed off one of my characters. Honestly, let me tell you, I cannot bring myself to kill off characters. I feel so bad when I do, because, like, I'm just, like, putting myself in their situation, like, what if I was in their shoes? Would I be able... How would I feel if just some, like, I don't know, this merciless god playing puppet strings, playing a game of chess with my life, just offed me for pretty much no reason. And it hurts. It hurts, man. I still have Minecraft open. They took him, they killed him, all for some idiot god. I refuse to let it go unpunished. Hair oil. That's right, I'm like, hey, could I possibly just, like, light my hair on fire? You know, become the Human Torch, only more terrifying. Oh my... I'm looking at her inventory and I see Cobalt Head, Cultist Head, Mercenary Head, Human Arms, Deer Horns, Buck Leg. Born? Dragon Head, Dragon Torso, Guard Drakehorn. Yeah. Actually, I might just make Spout a noble because she is the wife of Ark. And I'm looking at this, at Size Holdings, Signet Ring, the real one, the Nilo and Galeforge family, has a symbol of a hammer with a lightning bolt. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Technically both of her mother and father-in-law are nobles. Her husband's a noble. So she would be a noble too. Oh yeah, I remember where I was... Oh, and a string of pearls. I remember where I was collecting... I had wanted to pretty much make a flesh golem. I just wanted to make a flesh golem. And a string of pearls, I had gotten that off of some corpse, and I remembered the DM for that homebrew game. He had pretty much given us dragons. Like, alright, you gotta do 2 or 3 things to, convince this dragon to be on your side. And obviously talking to it, convincing it you're nice. And then most other people had to come up with a third option. Pretty much it had to be different every time from everyone else's. And I'm like, hey, I actually got treasure. I will appeal to its sense of hoarding because, babies first hoard. Because they're dragons. And I'm like, I'll give it my string of pearls. And it's like, you win it over instantly. I'm like, cool. Because, like, it breathed fire, and I'm like, hey, I'm fire. And I was like, okay, that's good. You can connect with it on that. And I'm like, boom, pearls, vanity. Now here's a little lesson in trickery. Because Sai was a trickery cleric. I don't really need a companion page. Hide the page. I said hide, it says deleting. Fam. I don't think I need notes. Player references, everyone's got it, but... Actually, I might print it off for Nick's wife, because I don't remember her name, and that kind of makes me upset, because, she was a cool gal. Yeah, Tom, as a female, she's like, I'm gonna seduce this guy. It's like, aren't you male? No, I'm a female. And everyone's like, oh shit, really? And he was like, Phoenix of something. I can't remember for the life of me right now. But he had... So pretty much he'd talking to this guy into his room, straddling this guy. The guy thinking he's gonna get lucky. And pretty much held on to it, like, pretty much just hand over his mouth. And then just fucking burning hands this guy. And the room explodes because Phoenix something or whatever. And so as this room explodes, he's just casually going around, picking up his clothing, putting his clothes back on, grabbing a few things while the room's on fire, and then just jumps out the window while still, like, buttoning up his shirt. And right before he falls into the moat, flies up. So it was entertaining. Like, the rest of his group is like, what? You can... Because they didn't know, because he had never used, like, that ability or anything ever before. Spout, since I might tire him, well, obviously tiring with Sai, but, like, just that she went back to Life of Adventure. I mean, her son's dead, her husband, I don't know, disappeared. So she's like, I need to find meaning in life. I need something. And she said, I'll just go on another adventure like I used to do. I will get rid of the evils that killed my son. I guess I'd have to make her a noble. No, let's see. Background. Alright, no spare ones. Like, I have all my old character sheets with me. If I didn't have the book with me, God, what an idiot I am. I think I tried. It said, like, I wanted to say Odwalla. Let's see, that's, Oladera? What is that? Saloon? Oh, it was Greek. Wasn't she a Titan? Ooh, God of Pleth and... Pleth. God of Pleth, everyone. It's not the Black Death. Or the bubonic plague. It's the bubonic Pleth. Weejass. Ah, it's just the Weejass. You know. Oof. God of disease and secrecy. Morrigan. I mean, two can keep a secret if one of them is dead. What is? Goddess of good fortune. Alright. Yeah, I could do that. I could do the same one. But anyway, the reason why Spout's picture is so different is because, you know, water. I felt like I should have, like, made it at least more watery. Using a lot more fluid strokes. Because I could do, like, bouldery. Bouldery. Good fortune for who? Me or everyone else? Oh yeah, actually. Because I had actually written down, because I see on the back of Sai's trickery spell sheet, because I used to have it hanging up in my closet, because that's where I had, like, a desk and everything at Dad's house. I taped up against the wall, but I actually wrote on the back quite a lot. What up? Hey, Mom. Not yet. Why? Do you need me to? I was gonna say I'd be out for late, but I could probably do that. What? Yeah. Don't you think Dad gets lonely in that house by himself? Because I remember I had lifted up this egg and it was heavy as fuck. And he's like rolling, like, oh god, please be a natural 20, please be a natural 20, please be a natural 20. I had rolled natural 20, I had fucking yelled, hell yeah, and he's like, I bet that's a good thing. I'm like, natural 20! Because it was heavy and my character was taken by shock because it was high up on a pedestal. So I had fallen down, but thankfully, I had been able to keep, like, a grip on the egg and prevent it from breaking. And so it was actually in my lap as it hatched. It had actually been in my lap when it hatched, so I'm like, hey, there's that. I'm like, it was in my lap when it hatched. Do I not have that motherly and maternal bond? And he was like, alright, fair enough. Anyway. Boy, howdy, am I tired. Alright. Umaya Felster Nilo? Who the fuck? Beastmaster. Who the fuck? Umaya? Elijah. More like a fidget eye, am I right? And it's Nilo, so it's gotta be somewhere on this side. Who the fuck is Umaya? Actually, I think she was made on the spot. There's no one on here that has... Alright, these are the makeshift characters we made for that one play at Acacia's house with Anders. Or, well, Mom's house with Anders, Danny, and Acacia. Let's see. Where was I? Shit, the book, the backgrounds, that's what I need. Fuck! I'm back here, sticky note. Not those tabs. These tabs. Charlatan. I feel like that. I mean, she wasn't a noble to start off with. Am I doing pre or post marriage whirl? Or I mean, pre or post marriage spout? She's gonna be kind of like a... Oh. I'm gonna play her like a thoot. If I'm gonna play her like a thought, I might, well, do the young one. So, pre-marriage, so she wouldn't be a noble. I mean, she's a life cleric, yes, but... I don't know how to play anything else. Should she have been like a sister or like I don't know. You don't have to pick the acolyte or hermit background, but like, I don't know, I'm probably just gonna peruse through the backgrounds for a bit, and then I might come back in a new video when I finally figure out which one I want to do. I do have, like, dinner. Well, it's like 6:47. I got, like, dinner or lunch. Kinda breakfast. It'll be the first meal we've both had all day. Aside from, like, that mini stop to Dairy Queen after coming back from Joann's. With my girlfriend in a little bit. Or, well, whenever she gets back. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna put a stop to the video until I can figure it out. Alright. This has been Ua. This has been Ua, indeed. Signing off for this recording.